I'm Jason Newbiggin, and I'm here to share my memories of the Rowans Hospice in memory of my mum Susan. And I'm quite ashamed to say that I hadn't heard of the Rowans Hospice, despite living in and around Portsmouth all my life until 2007, when we needed the hospice and the care it provides because my mum was diagnosed with squamous cell carcinoma. You don't forget that. She was undergoing all the normal treatments that you'd associate with a cancer patient at Portsmouth hospitals, and she'd moved in with us, so we were our primary carers. Um, and you look around the hospice and all the kind of things that you take for granted, people coming in giving you medication, people coming in helping you get dressed and washing and all that kind of thing. That's what we were doing for a while, and I guess my front room became like a little bit of a waiting room. And then one day one of the carers that came in said, we've got you a bed at the hospice, um, because we want to give you a break. And that kind of like really resonated with me, because not only was the hospice here for my mum, but they were here for our family. Because I think the carer could see that the amount of time we'd been looking after her, it was taking a bit of a toll on the family. The kids were still young at the time. Um, as you can imagine, she was in an awful lot of pain with the condition that she had, and she she wasn't good at masking pain. But as soon as I saw her, she wasn't in pain. So this is going to get difficult. I know it's going to get difficult. So for me, I instantly knew she was in the right place, and obviously took a lot of comfort for that. Um, and went home, and for like a week, 10 days, we were like a normal family again. It was October half term. We took the kids out. We did all the usual bits and pieces you did. Um, Still came and saw her every day, because that was really, really important. And then she came home to us. Um, and obviously we kind of hoped that was it. She stayed with us a bit longer, went to another family member, and then she became ill. And this time she had to come back in for a different reason. She just needed to be cared for and to have her pain managed. She had a room down the side, which gave her the opportunity to watch the birds feeding and the squirrels playing, which was like really important for her, because it kind of like took her mind off of what was going on. And the hospice allowed us to stay as well, so we took turns staying overnight with her, so she had some company with her. And I guess at times there must have been like 5 or 6 family members in her room, which would be really difficult to do in the hospital. Um, so again, as a family, it kind of like allowed us to be with her when she needed everybody to be there. Um, Kind of like what was a really important time, because we were getting towards the end. Um, I was here at the end, and I don't think I could have asked for it to be any more peaceful. Um, and that will always stay with me, because it was a very caring, compassionate, and dignified ending. Um, and I've always wanted to say thank you, and I've never wanted to stop saying thank you to the Rowans Hospice. Um, and whenever I've had the opportunity to come here with colleagues, we've done window cleaning, we've done gardening, we've been at the warehouse in Farlington, and we've sorted through the donations. And then the company I work for started allowing you to do volunteering in work time, like kind of like a match time kind of thing. So I got in touch with the team down at Southsea, in the retail shop at Southsea, and I started volunteering there. Um, and again, it really opened my eyes up, because you always associate charities with needing money, and I know money is hugely important, people donating and fundraising, but it kind of like struck me how important people giving up their time is to the charity, whether you just do that one morning a week or a couple of afternoons. And the people I met there were absolutely amazing people who just wanted to give back like I did. Um, and some of the tasks are really menial tasks. I mean, I used to walk in and just grab the Hoover and Hoover the shop the minute I got there, but it's everything you do is important in a way that builds up to this place here, and what this represents here at the hospice. Um, and then a couple of years ago, I say a couple of years, it's probably about 8 or 9 now, I I bought myself a Santa suit with the idea of fundraising for the hospice, and every year now, at least one day in the week in the build up to Christmas, I stand outside the shop in my suit with my bucket, ho 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 in, high fiving, waving at the kids, and it really does kind of like, it means an awful lot to me when people put money in the bucket, because I know charity is a really personal thing. Some people want to give, some don't, and everybody's got a charity that's personal to them. But when someone crosses the road, makes the effort to come to me and say, Santa, are you collecting for the Rowans? That, yeah, that means a hell of a lot. And it just shows you, I guess, how much the hospice means to Portsmouth and the surrounding areas, how many families it's touched, and why it's really, really important that we celebrate the 30 years. So, thank you for choosing me to do this. I really appreciate it.